pretending that my bill is here. It's not, but this is the problem. Like, so we're in state affairs and they're not labeling the bill number, which sucks. So anytime you have to go to a Senate committee, your life is going to suck because then you have to actually listen to everything and them talking about bills. Anyway, that sucks. So Senate floor isn't bad, but the committees suck. Keep that in mind. But anyway, the silver one, this is what that website looks like. It's going to give you all the information. There's your education, your jurisprudence, your finance. Like, this is going to give you all of that. Reminder, you guys are in your 89th session right now. So keep that in mind at all times as well. It is the Texas 89th session. Okay, so now we're going to go to House because I'm going to find that bill, that stupid visa program. I'm going to find it, okay? So here's where the Texas House one looks funky. Okay, so there's a live. It's the floor. But I want state affairs from 428. Remember, we talked about that. I want state affairs from 428. Oh, but hey, guess what? It doesn't go to 428. It stops at 515 on the first page. Well, that super sucks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down to the bottom, archived broadcast. Again, we're in the 89th session, so I'm going to go there. And now I've got a little bit more flexibility. Look at all these recordings that it has. That's great. Now I'm going to scroll. So I'm at 5:1. Here's 4:30. Here's 4:30 again. 4:30. These are all of this is going to be all your committees and your floors. So 29, but I'm looking for 28. Okay, 428. So let's go to the bottom of 428. So here's the beginning of 428. And I'm looking for state affairs. So 428. And state affairs. Hey, that's wonderful. So I'm going to watch it. This one's cool because I'm going to mute it again, but this one's cool because they give you the bill numbers. Yay, that's pretty easy. Now I can just click through to find the exact bill that I'm looking for. They're in 507. Remember, I'm looking for 2858. Here's 2351, which is actually kind of a cool bill. This, I looked it up. I just sent it to my senator, actually. It's criminalizing, I believe it's this one. That's criminalizing, 2351. Criminalizes businesses that employ illegals. So, like, criminal penalties. I'm like, oh, that's pretty rad. So 3784, that's not what I want. 4312, I don't want that. Okay, keep clicking. This bill was kind of neat, too, so I kind of listened to some of this and trying to find this. So this bill 256 is pretty neat. It's rapid DNA testing for kids that come across the border. Okay, so I went through the entire one. Oh my gosh, it's not there. I did not find 2858. Why did I not find it? Okay, so back to the page, the landing page. I'm like, okay, so 428 state affairs, that one didn't work. Is there another 428 state affairs? Oh, hey, look at that. 428 state affairs, part 2. Okay, so open link. We're going to go watch part 2. And lucky for us, it is pretty close right off the bat. Boom, 2858. That's my bill, the visa program. So this guy is a lobbyist, or I don't know if he might be a legislator, but I think he's a lobbyist. He's in here talking about how all the big businesses want this. They're all behind this. Well, of course they are, because they're going to basically jerk illegals into a category that legalizes them. They're basically doing a bait and switch. It's a flop. So anyways, so that's going on. So then I would come in and I would record this, right? So you would figure out how to do screen recording on your laptop, or you could do it on your phone. If you do it on your phone, you know how to, like, screen recording is pretty easy, and I can do a little tutorial on that too. But yeah, so you would come in here, you would listen. First, you would listen through it. I definitely wouldn't I wouldn't record all the way, like, right away, because you're in an archive, so you can go back and pick what you want. You can keep scrubbing through and listening to it. But, like, go back and listen to what he says. And if he says something that jumps out at you, or maybe you just clip the presentation, it's totally up to you. Texas is your ball game. You decide what's important. So you would go through and you would listen. Okay, this is something he said that's spicy. Oh my gosh, he's basically saying he's hired by lobbyists. Like, I should clip that because this bill is getting ready to go to the House floor. So if it goes to the House floor, like, you can already run interference on it by having the clip out. So, like, you would look at this guy, he's a lobbyist. Always try to tag the legislator. If it's a legislator or whoever is presenting it, whoever's bill it is, find them on Twitter, tag them. and be like, look at this bill. It's totally unconstitutional. I can't believe this is happening. This guy, he said it's the lobbyists. So, and again, probably keep the clip to under 2 minutes. I wouldn't put the whole thing on there. People, get whatever, like they're not doing, whatever. So like I would listen to this guy, figure out what the most interesting part, good or bad, that he says about this visa program. And then I would clip that part down under 2 minutes if possible, right? There's always exceptions, but under 2 minutes if possible. Or you're listening to the comments of the House members sitting up there that are saying, oh, I love this, or oh, I love illegals. Okay, that's something you'd want to clip. Somebody says, I love illegals, right? Like you'd want to clip that. So, so you'd like listen to them speak about it too, right? So go through, listen to it, decide what you want, whatever you think is the most interesting or engagement worthy, and then slap the logo on it, and then we would move it out, right? Okay, but this is not real time, right? This is going backwards into the archive, and that's what I walked you through. But real time, again, your baby is going to be the calendar that tells you what is going on tomorrow, and it gives you the idea of, when you read through it, what things are the most interesting? What do I need to watch for tomorrow? And those we had to record live. So as you saw, again, to get to the archive on the House side was funky, right? Like I had to go to the bottom. Remember, like there's the live broadcasts. I can't get to 428. What the hell's going on here? I had to come down and click this 89th session to get to the archive. And then it let me scroll to the page where I found 428. Anyway, so if you go back to live, so like, I don't know what's happening right now, but like we could go look at the agenda. Actually, that's a pretty good exercise, right? Like what's happening right now. It's so weird that you're live on a Saturday, by the way. Today's calendars. Let's look at it. Saturday. House daily calendar. Let's see what's going on. Constitutional amendments. We're live. Let's see. Is this the live one? Shoot, I'm like so scrambled up. Is this the live one? Yeah, here we go. So this is live.
Texas small businesses can continue.
She's talking about HB 700, an amendment. So let's go over here. House daily calendar on a Saturday, which is bizarre. Was she on 700? So here's the calendar going back and forth, right? This is an amendment, so it might be on a different page. Let's see if I can find 700 on here. But it's going to give you an idea of like when to tune in, right? So like if the bill that you're looking for that interests you isn't coming on till later in the afternoon, or if it's coming up right away, like that's going to tell you when you need to. So yeah, it must be a different one. Is it a supplement? Let's see. Where are you, 700? Where's your amendments? Yeah, so it takes some practice, right? Like you're kind of just going through, clicking around, trying to figure out where stuff is. Well, there's 771. 761. Well, you know what? Control F. 700. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. 700, McQueenie. So that's what they're on right now, is this amendment. Related disclosures for certain commercial sales-based financing transactions. That's boring. I would not record that. And these are all amendments. I wouldn't record them anyway, because it's not gonna do anything for you. But yeah, see, it looks like they had a 2-part session today. Another roll call. Yeah, they're just doing amendments right now. 5134. Let's see. 5134. So look, you can like search it. So you like Control F and you can search within the document. Okay, this is the agenda that they're on today, is the amendments. And they're in House bills. Okay, so general state calendar, House bills, third reading. So this is what they're reading these bills off. These are all going to go. I don't know why 700 came in as a weird amendment or why they're doing it right now. But anyway, so that's giving you an idea of what's happening like in real time, like on the floor that's happening right now. Again, they're doing live 4012. Okay, let's see, where's that bad boy, right? I go up to my find feature 4012. Boom. They're doing healthcare and insurance fraud, creating criminal offense. I mean, that's kind of interesting, I guess. Like maybe whatever. So anyway, then you would be recording live. So you would have to, if you're waiting for your bill to come up, you would be waiting until, you know, it pops up at the bottom. You're kind of getting like a social cue of like, okay, they're getting ready to end this bill. They voted on this bill. They're going to the next bill. And what I do is I record at least the entire presentation. So like, let's say that the next bill, which is, say I want 4491. As soon as this guy, you know, as soon as this bill 4012 gets voted on, I basically hit screen record on my phone live while they're live streaming. And I would capture all of at least the presentation of 4491, which is, if that's the one that's important to me. Okay. So then I would have the presentation. My friend Brandy, like I always like cut out and then cut back in. Brandy records the whole thing and then clips it later. It's kind of like up to your discretion. I just don't like having big files. So I'll record the presentation, and again, I have an idea of the legislators and what their personalities are and what they'll think on a certain thing. So like when I see somebody getting ready to stand up to talk for or against it, I know if I want to record it or not, right? Like I know that Brian Lenny is spicy. So if Senator Lenny is up talking about something, like I want to record that because it's probably going to be funny or, you know, something. So anyway, that's the rigmarole. But this is going to be your Bible, basically, this home page, and your bill lookups and your calendars. Your calendars are going to be your guide for the night before, and then your video broadcast. You just have to remember that they're both on different websites for whatever God reason they did that. I don't know. But so that's the deal, right? Let me know if you have any questions. I know it was a lot, but you can go back through this as many times as you need to. All right. Thanks.